Welcome to your practice. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we are focusing on our hands, our wrists, our forearms, and our shoulders. These are areas that are most affected from working on our computer all day long. So you can practice this sequence in the midst of your day when you're feeling just kind of achy in those parts of your body, or you can do it at the end of your day. You don't even actually need yoga clothes or a mat for this practice. So if you need something in the middle of your day, just turn this on and make it happen. Okay, you don't need any props, so let's just begin. So you're gonna come right into a child's pose. You can have your knees wide or your knees closer together, but let's have our toes together. Extend the arms forward, drop your forehead down. And when you come into this pose, have the arms reaching forward enough that you feel the arms, the armpits, and the shoulders here. And then begin to breathe. And as you breathe, imagine and feel the breath traveling into the hollows of your armpits, into your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands. Just begin to bring some breath to these areas of the body that have been moving repeatedly, habitually, as they've been working on your computer. Take another breath and let that breath out. Again, feeling the breath traveling into the hollows of the armpits, shoulders down through the arms into the hands, and let it go. You're going to lift your head and just simply walk the arms over to the right side, opening up through the left side, forehead down. Breathe in, breathe out. Rise up, walk hands through center, over to the left side, forehead down. Good. Opening up through the right side. Arms come back through center, head follows, and then rise up to a tabletop, planting the hands down, wrists underneath your shoulders. And then once you're here, just begin to roll the shoulders. This is a really nice movement for the shoulders, even for the neck here. So you're just going to go in one direction for a little while. And make sure you're breathing as you're rolling through the shoulders. And then opposite direction. Good. It's kind of funny to roll our shoulders in tabletop like this, right? Sometimes with this kind of a movement, we have to think about it a little bit. That's okay. Doing something new in the body. Okay, one more circle here. Nice, and we'll let that go. Now we're going to get a little bit more into the wrists and the hands. So we're going to have this right hand be the focus for right now. You're going to turn the right fingertips around so that the fingertips face the right knee, and the right wrist is still lining up right underneath your right shoulder. The palm of the right hand is down. Now we're going to each be in a different place with this, possibly, right? Fingertips might be towards the knee, or they might be out to the side a bit. Wherever you are is just fine. So just let the palm meet down and towards the mat. Now, if you want to make this less intense, you're going to lean the weight forward. If you want to make it more intense, you just want more sensation there in the wrist, you're going to lean back. And you just find that sweet spot for you. And we're always just looking for that space when we are practicing, that sweet spot where we are experiencing strain. It's like we're experiencing a stretch without strain. And how can we find the stretch without pain? So you're just always looking for that as you're moving here. Let's take another breath. And exhale. Okay, we're going to flip the hand now. So all you're going to do is now the fingertips are facing the right knee still, but you're going to be on the back of your hand, palm up. Wrist still underneath your right shoulder, and we're going to breathe deeply here. So now your wrist is getting a different stretch. First we had the palm down, now palm is up. Take a breath in and exhale. One more. Okay, now you're going to keep pressing down into the left hand. You're going to lift the right arm up. Make a fist or keep the hand open either way and just circle through the right wrist and just be really gentle with this movement and go in both directions. Good. And then make a fist with the hand and then flick the fingers open, just like you're trying to flick something off of you. Make a fist and flick. Once more, fist and flick, and then draw the right arm back. And then as you exhale, bring the right arm underneath you. Just a very gentle flow here, dropping down almost into thread the needle, but then we come back out. Inhale, lifting open. Exhale, right arm underneath the left arm. Good. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, right arm underneath left. And now we're going to stop here. We're going to pause here, dropping the right shoulder down, right side of the head down. Left fingertips are on the mat. Good. And just breathing here. Eyes can close or remain open. Take another breath. Nice. Okay, press down into the left hand. Bring that right arm back up, right on up towards the ceiling. Take a breath and then exhale and release it down. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So we've got the right hand down, the left hand, we're turning the fingertips towards the left knee. The left wrist is underneath the left shoulder, and we're breathing here. And you might notice that one wrist, one forearm, kind of feels a bit more intense, like there's more happening there. So that's just an indicator of maybe where you're using your arm a little bit more. You're repeating motion on that side a bit more, where it feels a little tighter. And you just hang out for a little bit longer. Good, and take a breath in. And a breath out. And now we're going to flip the hand. So the fingertips are going to stay towards the left knee. And we're going to bring the back of the hand down. So there'll be a slight bend in that left elbow. And then you're breathing here. The palm is open. The fingers are reaching towards the knee. Taking a breath in. And a breath out. One more. All right, now we're going to lift the left arm up. You can make a fist with the left hand or just be open in the fingers in the hand and just circle that wrist. Nice, both directions. And now you're going to make a fist with the hand and then flick, fist and flick. Once more, fist and flick. And then open up through that left side. Exhale, take the left arm under the right. We're going to flow here a few times. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. This time coming in to thread the needle and staying. Dropping the left shoulder down. Right hand on the mat. A gentle rotation in the upper back. Breathe deeply. One more. Good. Bring that right hand, the palm down to the floor. Lift the left arm up. Nice. And then exhale. Take the left hand down to the floor. Good. So now we're going to come back into our forearms and our armpits. So you're going to have this right arm down. We're going to take the left forearm down to the mat. From here, we're going to stretch the right arm forward. We're going to be on the fingertips of the right hand. We're going to keep the right palm up. You're going to lower your forehead to your forearm. So you might need to do what I just did, which was walk your forearm forward so your forehead can land on your forearm. Now your fingertips of your right hand are on the mat. The palm is lifted. You're going to lean the hips back. We're going to find some traction in this right shoulder. Press down through the fingertips. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Once more. Good. And then gently rise up, back to a tabletop, and right on over to the other side. So right forearm will come down. Left arm reaches forward. You're going to be on the left fingertips, palm lifted. Forehead comes down to the right forearm. Creating traction on this left side, left shoulder. Breath in And breath out. Once more. Good. And then rising back to your tabletop, coming into shoulder circles once again, circling through the shoulders. Eyes can close, just finding a nice, easy, gentle quality through the movement, both directions. Okay. Please come down to your forearms. We're going to interlace our hands and we're going to bring our elbows so that they're right underneath the shoulders. And then from here, we're going to slide our hips back. Slide our hips back and lift the hands up towards the ceiling. So we're all going to be in this very kind of a different place for each one of us. So the hands for some of us might come up an inch or so, maybe a little bit higher for other people. But we're looking for a nice opening in the shoulders. And just breathing here. Forehead can be on the mat. Right into the shoulders, breathe. Good. Nice, and take another breath. Then take the hands down to the floor. Widen the hands out. Draw your hips towards your heels. Take the arms wider than your shoulders, the hands wider than your shoulders, and just breathe here for a moment in child's pose. And slowly we'll rise up to sitting on our heels or sitting in any position that is comfortable for you. And once you're here, hands will just come right to your thighs and you're just going to roll the shoulders a few times. And letting this be a full motion through the shoulders. Good. And opposite direction. Okay. Now we're going to let the shoulders just release down away from the ears. We're going to interlace our hands right in front of our chest. We're going to press the palms away. Pause there for a moment. I'm going to turn towards you. You can stay where you are. Press the palms forward and then bring the palms up towards the ceiling. Lengthen through the side body. Lift the palms up. Good. Take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, let the elbows bend. Bring your interlaced hands behind the head. Draw the arms back. Enjoy this big opening, this big expansion. Cross the elbows, the chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more. And then exhale and just release the hands down. We're going to come into a seated meditation. You can stay right here sitting on your heels. You can come down to a cross-legged position, whatever is most comfortable for you. Allow the eyes to close. Drop into your breath. Notice how your hands, your wrists, your forearms, and your shoulders feel at this moment. Noticing the space. Everything you just did was very, very nourishing for the tissue, for the joints. And as we sit or as you rest, if you choose to rest on your back, you can rest on your back. We're just letting our body just digest everything we just did. So give yourself a moment. We'll slowly gather our hands together at our heart. Take a moment to offer gratitude, letting the head bow. Feeling rejuvenated in the upper body and ready for the next part of your day. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Thank you so much. Namaste. Hope you have a great rest of your day.